You know, I don't find where it's always been people ordeal, even in my family, that I'm always that ugly duckling or that black sheep of the family or that black sheep in society that everyone need to look at and make fun of, huh? I'm the only one, me and me, Crystal and the kids. We've been like this for years. But it's amazing how when people are down on their luck, Crystal and those kids have always been there to hear somebody's problem. When nobody else wanted to hear what they had to say, when nobody else gave a damn about them because they were some kind of drugged out person that nobody wanted to be around, some kind of alcoholic dude that nobody wanted to be around them. Me and my kids would sit down, we'd listen to their sorrow, we'd listen to their problem. But it's amazing once they start feeling good, they forgot about the people that sit up there and listen to them, and they start hanging around them with the people they ain't want to hear not one word that you got to say. It's amazing how I am becoming the talk of the town of negativity, but I'm trying to start a Jesus Christ ministry. I ain't trying to kill nobody. I ain't trying to gang bang. I ain't trying to be up in nobody's business, slander nobody. But yet, me and my family are the worst people that you could come across, according to this social media group. I ain't trying to attempt murder. I ain't trying to mess with somebody RV and sit up there and do all kind of things to it. Pop tires, make it look like it's an accident. Beat up on people, kids. Have you ever seen me put my hands on somebody's kids? Not once. They sit up there and try to beat up on my daughter. They sit up there and try to always attack this family. Huh? But yet, we're the bad one. No, don't do no Jim Crow on me. Don't do no Jim Crow reverse nothing on me. At the end of the day, it's almost like the racist white people back in the days. They would do things to black people, then they would reverse it like the black people was in the wrong. No, you are in the wrong. You just don't like to face exactly what you do to people, and you think that you're too good to sit up there and and apologize to this family. So instead of you apologizing, you but you're a little bit too old, don't you think? How long do you got? Because some people is dying in their 20s. Some people is dying at the age of 25, 35, 45. How long do you think that you got? 55, 65. How long do you think that you got? You could be laughing at me today and be gone tomorrow. And God will take you out just like that if He wanted to. I don't bother no one. What? And you call me a bad woman? Why? Because you see big bone. You see that on a white woman. You see big booty, big titties, all out of shape stomach on your white women. Why don't you exploit them? On your Mexican women, why don't you exploit them? On other black women, why Crystal and her children? Why the devil got you so focused on Crystal and her children? Why are you so obsessed about Crystal and her children? And you trying to do your best. This is how I know that you evil. Whenever that you don't want a church or ministry of God to go forward, because you want some kind of sex trafficking thing, you want some kind of illegal pictures of women all up on your dark web. So you try to stop the light. You try to stop the ministry of God by sitting up here talking all this yang yang about me. But guess what? I don't want God to tell me that because of this social media clown right here, you didn't do my work. You understand? So I can give a dang about what you guys say, how you guys say it, the way that you guys say it. What I will say is just because you don't want to serve God, don't try to stop nobody else. Don't be a stumbling block. That's what Jesus was calling the hypocrites. They'd sit up here and talk bad about you. At least you trying to live for God, instead of being out there on the street telling everybody damn business up and down the highways and byways. Can nobody put their trust in you, because the minute when they tell their business to you, you don't put it out in the streets just like that. You're the fast reporter. I guarantee you that I'm a minister that you could tell me anything, and it's confidentiality. Some people just go up to me, I don't even know, I could be the FBI, and they just want to share with me, get that stuff off their chest. That sounds like a good woman to me. I know West Coast, California, Nevada, and Arizona, y'all West Coast people, y'all need those hoes, in different area codes. But I was raised in the Midwest, and then I moved out here in 1994. You understand? Went astray from some of the teachings, but at the end of the day, I got back into my right common sense mind, and the way that my grandmother taught me was right on point. The way how the older people taught us, have respect for people, and it goes a long way. Getting started in life at a young age in their 20s and 30, and you already nitpicking with older people, and unwilling to change and unapologetic, because they think that because God gave you a mouth and a tongue, that you can just say whatever that you want to say to people out the side of your neck. Well, okay. In the wrong regions, though, you can't do that. Wrong places, you can't do that. You have to give people proper respect. And I grew up in an area, you don't talk with nobody mama unless you want to fight. Unless you want to start a fight. You want to start a fight. Like they want to start a fight with somebody mama and the rest of the family. Then this mess that you call yourself doing with my daughter, you know what they remind me of? They remind me of those kids at school. You know how you have that one kid that may be a little special, and then the other kids like to bully them. You know what I'm saying? I remember these group of kids, the so-called, they wanted to be popular, but they're not. Everybody hated them. They just didn't say it. Sometimes these people that think they're so popular, people hate the hell out of you. They just don't tell you. At the end of the day, they was putting these chocolate covered ants on this candy bar, and then they was giving it to him to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like they'd do some shit like this to my daughter. God, I swear to God, I swear, you really don't know what kind of family you messing with. At the end of the day, it's not just me. See, you only wanted to see me, but you don't see the rest of the clan behind me, because they in different area codes. You understand? But they asked about my daughter. Where's Dominique? And have you heard from Dominique? See, it's not just her mama. There's other family members that Dominique is attached to, and she's kin to. You know, when people are messing with you, they forget that you somebody, mama, grandmama, auntie, niece, or somebody, you kin to somebody. Just because you don't see the clan, when the white man used to invade the Indian camps, all they seen was the women and children. So they always get brave when they see the women and children. What they didn't see was the men surrounding the mountains. You understand? That's what they didn't see. Whatever you did to my daughter, don't ride it like you did something to this family. At the end of the day, we're not your black family for you to think that you don't bully and you don't punk the hell down. You understand me? I don't care if it's my last breath. I am a fighter to the end. That's my daughter. That's my blood. You don't want nobody touching you. You should not be touching nobody's daughter. And then you on social media acting like you the big bad bully. But you have not confronted now one of our family member. Not face to face. So you can't be too much of the big bad bully if you cannot face all of Dominique family members. You talking all that stuff over the internet, but Dominique got family. That's why you trying to hide her from her family. And that's gonna make it worse, because that's gonna make mama pissed off. And mama gonna get louder. And mama gonna be telling everybody up under the damn sun until she come out of hiding, until you bring her out of hiding. You just making it worse.